racism. That means that racism not only is on a personal level by color of skin, but it is throughout our society. We see it in our employment or lack of employment. We see it in our housing, where people of color are clustered into housing projects. And in doing so, that creates other social factors, addictions to drugs and alcohol, meth, and so on and so forth. Because we have a lack of opportunity to have a home out on our allotment. Everyone is clustered into a housing project. Our health, Indian Health Service was funded in 1952, my relatives, and since it was funded, it has never been given the amount of money necessary to take care of Native people. How many of you know a relative who's been on a waiting list for surgery for 2 or 3 years? And then they're given pain pills, opioids, to try to take care of them until they get to surgery. And then they become addicted to the pain pills. That's because this is an example of systemic racism in our healthcare. Another one is law enforcement. The punitive measures that are taken against black and brown people. If you look at the prisons in Wyoming, Montana, North and South Dakota, on the all northern plains, per capita, the highest rate of incarcerated men and women are Native people. One in 3 Indian men is incarcerated. The federal sentencing guidelines are such that if you stand before a federal judge, you are going to receive maximum sentencing. We see it, the systemic racism, in the poverty that exists on our reservations and the lack of employment. We see it in the lack of educational opportunities for our young people. Our young people should be getting the best education, equal to anyone in any city or any part of the country. So these are examples of why the protesters are staying on the streets. They want to see some changes in policies. And my relatives, the best way to make that happen is to get out and vote. I want everybody watching now to say out loud, I'm going to vote this fall.
I'm going to vote this fall.
How many of you saw in Georgia the last couple of days, the black people who were trying to vote had to wait 6, 8, 10, 12 hours in line? That's an example of systemic racism.